You are not alone. We're sharing stories every Friday this month to support our sober community during the holidays. If you or someone you know is struggling, visit aa.org or usa-na.org for local support. For immediate support 24/7, please call 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. We believe in you.
Warning: this content contains discussions of severe drug and alcohol abuse, which some individuals may find distressing. Discretion is advised.
Don't feel shame. Don't feel shame. That was the biggest thing that kept me from asking for help, is I felt like I was a complete failure.
Yeah.
So be kind to yourself.
How did you do it and why? Hey, this is Mark Halley, and welcome back to the Mark Halley Show. Hey, this next 3 episodes I'm going to do are all about recovery. We do them over the holidays. We did them last year because it's a time of year where a lot of people in recovery or caught in addiction have a tough time. A lot of solitude, a lot of family conflict, a lot of societal conflict, things of that nature that create a big problem. So today, I asked Ian Acker to come in here with me. Ian's in recovery, become a guy I've gotten to know and enjoy. And so Ian, how you doing?
I'm good, Mark. Thanks. This is, like I was talking to you off air, this is a beautiful, beautiful setup, and it makes me feel comfortable to be back in a studio.
Good.
I've missed it. Yeah.
Good.
I'm good.
Well, anyway, the way we start off a lot of AA, I'll call them AA discussions, recovery discussions, or we like to know effectively, how it was, how did you get here, and how is it now, which means kind of taking a look at you at a pre-recovery, family, personal level. So I know a fair amount about Ian's background, but I think it'd be good for him to tell us, where you're from, what were the factors and experience you had with alcohol, drug addiction, or any other things, emotional. You tell us about it and we'll move along.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can, ask questions in between, but I'll kind of just start. I'll start with my childhood.
Okay.
Grew up in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
So I still have my 614 area code phone number.
Go Buckeyes.
Go Buckeyes. Big win. They beat Michigan.
They did beat Michigan.
They're playing Indiana this weekend. So.
Yep, I know.
And I grew up with 2 sisters.
Okay.
Mom and dad are still together.
Okay.
My father was a teacher. He got his PhD in communications, and my mother did development for nonprofits. So it was I always had what I needed. Never kind of got what I wanted. Okay. Both my sisters excelled in school. For me, I didn't. In 6th grade, one of my turning points was in 6th grade. I was in special education. And special education taught me a lot. It taught me 2 things that were pivotal in my journey. One was that there was something wrong with me, and that's kind of the story that I've been trying to break. And the second one was how to treat people. That we're all the same.
Okay.
So there was a good and a bad, but it always segregated me from other people. So
you were different.
I'm different,
and not in a good way.
Right. I learned differently, and it was ADHD.
Okay.
So the hyperactivity, and I couldn't pay attention in class, and if it didn't mean anything to me, then I wouldn't stay.
Just didn't do it.
I didn't do it. So at 10, my mom took me to a therapist. So again, these microcosms of like, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
None of my other friends were going to therapy. I had my eyelashes. I got so anxious in class that I'd pull out my eyelashes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got so anxious in class that I'd pull out my hair.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine that did that.
I just needed a distraction from my brain because it was moving too fast. So you couple that with these microcosms of there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. And then you introduce a drink or a drug,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I found it. I
Yeah.
found it.
When did you first get a buzz on?
Pop off vodka and chocolate milk in 6th grade.
Really?
It was so bad.
But good.
But it centered me, and I felt present, and I felt like a normal human being. It
Mhm.
was my solution, as we talk about. Right?
Where'd you get the booze?
Our friends' parents, we stole it from them.
Okay, well, yeah, here.
You got to
Here,
do
here.
it.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
And so 6th grade, passed and went, and like it obviously the first time I tried it, I loved it, but it didn't turn into this full-fledged
Yeah.
drinking every day. Fast forward to about 14, 15,
Yeah.
social pressures.
Yep.
High school soccer. And
You
again,
so you played soccer.
I played soccer.
Yeah,
I played soccer.
competitively and all that.
Yep. So I played soccer. I was always smart enough. I wasn't the fastest, but I knew how to play my position.
Field intelligence.
That's right. That's right. So, I didn't make varsity until I was a senior because we were really, really good.
Yep.
I later on became the captain of my college soccer team, which was awesome.
Cool. That's a good player.
It's
You gotta be a good player.
I was good enough.
So you're athletic. You have found some booze around 6th grade. So is this starting to make you feel like you're not as separate from everybody, or you still? Well, you're fighting that. That's been planted. Somehow you're a little different.
Yeah. And no, it didn't change. The sports gave me community. The sports gave me a break, but
Mhm.
but I wasn't taking classes like other people. I wasn't like, I want to do this when I get older. I felt like I didn't fit into this box that society was trying to put me in.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a direction. So I was just kind of flailing around. And my anxiety got really, really bad.
And what did you drink and pick up in high school?
Yeah. Yep.
Daily?
It was mainly weekends. We'd have
Okay,
hotel
yeah,
parties
yeah.
and,
Same as me.
and some of the greatest times I've ever had.
Yeah.
It was,
yeah.
just the laughs and the carefree and a lot of stupid decisions were made, but I was young and I didn't care.
Yeah. You're just ripping.
You're just ripping, and
You're just trying to jump from one emotionally comfortable spot to another. I think at that age, you don't know you're doing it. You
Right.
know, sports gives you something. For
Right.
me, it was. And then boozing.
Yep.
And hanging out with a group of friends that gave me some small sense of inclusion.
Yep.
And so it sounds to me like you were in a similar path.
Yeah.
How'd you do in school?
I graduated college with a 2.4, and
Dude, I got out with a 2.4.
you did?
2.48.
Yeah, it was something like that.
So, I mean, to me, I thought, it's a C+. I'm smoking the ball.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
doing
look,
right.
and I didn't do a lot.
Right.
I made a, where'd you go to college?
Wittenberg University.
Okay.
So-
I know that. Where is that?
It's in Springfield, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good academic school.
So when did the game start kicking up for you? Like now I'm starting to find that this booze or drugs is becoming something I'm tethered to.
Yeah. So when I was 15, we went to, in Ohio, they have lakes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
They have lakes. Ohio's a great place. I mean,
Yeah.
it gets a bad rep, but it's a great place, especially Columbus.
Yeah.
And we go to a rope swing, me and 5 of my friends. And, this, to this day, I think about regularly. And I hope that his family and get some resolve and some peace. But we were swimming to the rope swing, and he went under in front of us.
Not to come back.
Not to come back.
Oh,
And
must have been horrible.
it was the most shocking. It was the most shocking thing to my system, to my the fact that you can lose something that quickly. Was
Scare the shit out of you.
was very scary. And from that day on, I didn't want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't the That wasn't I'm an alcoholic because of that, but I was in a fight or flight state for quite some time, and just a lot of fear and a lot of sorrow and a lot of emotional pain.
You know what the hell to do with it.
No, at 15,
Just a kid.
you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. And so, I did whatever I could to be a human being and do the steps that I thought were supposed to, help me on my journey, which is, go to school, do as well as you can, go to college, get a job, keep it going.
So the time when you step out of college,
Nightmare.
are you what nightmare?
Nightmare.
Are you in full-fledged? I'm getting fucked up all the time.
It was college. It was heavy, heavy, heavy drinking. The only thing that saved me was soccer.
Yeah. Similar for me with men's lacrosse. I just hung on to that as that was my I'm a good guy badge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it holds you accountable to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
So it's right after college, and you go through the one woman that kind of breaks your heart, and that ate me up bad. And
so interesting. I had a similar circumstance.
Yeah.
It just
it was brutal.
Just took me out.
Yeah.
Took me out. At least made me. In looking back on it, I realized that was a huge pivotal moment for me.
She taught me a lot.
Yeah, and a sense of just, oh my God, I've been abandoned, or I've been, whatever. I don't know. Just
you can make me feel this way.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
And you can't stop thinking about it. And and you want resolve, and you just go through all this stuff, and then you get resolve, and then it's not what you thought it was, and then you don't trust it, and there's a million things.
Yeah, it's like you're caught. I remember feeling to myself like I was caught in a spider web.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to get out. Like I would get out, and then I'd get fallen back into the spider web of this dysfunctional, me dysfunctional, her, it, life, just this monster, this morass of shit.
Well, in relationships, I mean, you talk about the number one thing that trigger, relapse is it's relationships and finances.
Yeah.
Right. So I tell all the people I work with but you can't control somebody when it's like, don't do that. Don't go into that relationship. They're going to do whatever they want.
No,
so
we see it every day.
As we talk about, it's just kind of trying to be supportive and share your experience, and that's it. And cheer them on. So I get out of college, and I'm like, it's not me. It's the people that I'm with.
Change that up.
Yeah, right. So change that up real quick. I moved to Hawaii.
Oh, nice move for a man who's getting the load on.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, and that's where
What are you doing? You working out there?
I'm doing speed and painting houses.
Speed that's a good. I mean, listen, if you're going to paint houses, a little speed doesn't hurt.
100%. No, my lines were. I mean, I learned how to cut in with a paintbrush pretty well. I did. For about 3 hours, and then the anxiety took over. I mean, my routine, and my cousin, man, what a great man. He had to see me through a lot of this stuff, and I still feel bad because he was babysitting me the whole time.
Yeah.
But it was.
How long did you stay out there?
I was there for a year.
And just drinking and doing speed.
It was in the morning. I was drinking in the mornings.
Sure.
And then up in with the Adderall, whatever, 180 milligrams, just zoning. And then, benzos were part of it as well.
Bring it down.
Yeah, and then alcohol and benzos, you're just a disaster.
A zombie.
A disaster. So
for those who don't know what benzos are, we're talking like Valium would be one, the old school, Xanax. Some people have heard of Ativan, Klonopin. You go on and into things that'll shut a brain down.
Yeah.
But so that's what you're talking about. You're going up, then you're bringing it down.
That's right. Yeah, I was trying to balance my mood the best way I knew how.
Yeah.
It was survival. It wasn't.
And do you know at this point you're trapped in something, or have you not even acknowledged it?
18 years old, I knew I was doing things a little bit too much. Because I'd look at everyone around me. I'd be drinking, like I didn't want to deal with my hangover, so I'd drink it away.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always drink faster than everybody else.
It's so weird when you talk to people that are in recovery, and is that I always had that feeling that I was chasing something faster than other people.
Yeah.
Like when I was partying, other guys around me weren't having blackouts.
Right. Right.
I was.
Right.
And like I was having long ones.
Right.
And other friends would be like, oh yeah, and they'd tell you something you did, no recollection. Very, very unsettling when everybody else does remember. So now you're 18, now you jump out to 23, and you obviously the game is amped up considerably. And where from there?
Where from there? I mean, dude, I just found myself in the weirdest situations and the scary situations, like just stuff that I didn't know what was real and what wasn't, and like, and the drinking in the morning and the just trying to survive. Like I got to a place where I was done. I was going to. I was feeling suicidal. So
when would you say mentally you flipped the switch and said, I am absolutely trapped in this thing?
When I called my mom.
At what age?
23.
23. You realized, and what is that realization? Like, how would you put that in words?
It was the awareness that what I was doing was unsustainable and it was going to kill me, and that it didn't make me feel better. But I didn't know how to stop.
Yeah.
Right. So here's this dangling carrot. Take it. It's going to make you feel better. But it stopped working. My solution stopped working. But I couldn't deal with my anxiety, my restlessness, my irritability, my plan with my life. Like I couldn't deal with any of that stuff.
So you're 23.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is a better alternative, until it wasn't. And that's when, my mom started Googling treatment centers. Because they, we didn't know what to do.
No, same for me. I coughed it up on my own.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was 1986.
Yeah.
I just thought it seemed to me like it was either I was just going to go crazy.
Right.
It was going to ruin my life or go crazy. I don't know what it was, but wherever it was going was horrible.
It was no longer fun.
Not fun. It's just damn right scary for me.
Yeah.
And so this is crack one. Do you head off to rehab at that point?
Go to rehab. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is really going on? Like the programs they were running, they sent us to meetings. First introduction, like I'd been in Ohio, I think, because I don't know, wanted to say that I was doing something. And I stayed there 81 days.
81. Good run.
Long time.
Yeah. Normally, for anybody who doesn't know, it's normally the program, recovery center is 28 days. That's the normal thing.
That's because insurance pays 28 days.
Yeah.
It's all. So a lot of treatment centers do it right. You got to make sure you go to the right ones.
Yeah, I agree.
So 81 days, and when I got out, I was like, I'm not fixed. I'm still waking up with terrible anxiety. I still have these obsessive thoughts. Like, I thought this was supposed to fix me. I just admit I had a problem and I'm good. So I'm like, I can't deal with the way that I feel. Right back to it.
How quick?
A week.
A week after 81 days, boom.
Yeah, right back to it.
And hard.
No, I tried to sustain it. I'm always trying to sustain it. And I'm in Salt Lake City. I'm in Utah. So I don't know anybody. I'm getting fake drugs. Dude says he has a gun. I put myself in all these situations that are just, so, I use a few times and I frequent the strip clubs a lot and just, and I tell on myself because that's what they told me to do in treatment. And the sober living kicks me out. And I'm like, I thought I was supposed to tell on myself. And everyone else is like using and shit. And, so it's like, how is this any different? But so I go back to treatment and I get out. And
how long this one?
This one was probably 45.
Okay.
I get out and I'm like, well, my problem, I still have anxiety. I still have obsessive thoughts. I still can't figure out what I want to do with my life. You're putting it like, so I go use again. So then I go back to treatment.
Again, a third time
through. Again, and then I go out. And I'm like, I still have crippling anxiety, da-da-da-da-da-da. And so I go back out.
In and out, in and out,
In and out. So fourth time, I
Fourth time over how much? 2 years?
a year and a half.
Wow. So okay. So you're
I was
so,
institutionalized for a minute.
yeah.
I've been through it. And I get out and I'm like, Mom, I found this stuff. I got it at the bodega. And my mom just wants me to stay alive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And my
Of
dad
course
too. Yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
And I was like, I found this stuff at the bodega and it really helps my anxiety. And she's like, what is it? I'm like, it's called Kratom.
Oh.
And no one knew what that was back then.
Yeah.
And I'd
Yeah.
like Google stuff and they'd be like, it's a leaf and it's safe and it's fine. And
Natural. All earth.
all earth. Yeah. It's like coffee. It's like coffee.
Sure.
I can do it. And then bath salts, which was, that was the most terrifying experience.
What do you do with bath? I mean, bath salts, I know about them, but what do you do with them?
I was just snorting them.
Crushing, snorting bath salts.
Yeah.
And they get you fucked up?
Yeah. Well, they're again, it's what they're categorized as. So they're sold as bath salts, but they're really just this amphetamine that they change one molecule and they sell it to these smoke shops.
Okay.
So I was trying to find
Kratom and bath salts.
Yeah.
Nice move.
Yeah.
Pivot. A beautiful pivot. It's strategic. Much like soccer.
It was.
It was. Field intelligence.
That's right. So it was terrifying, man. It was absolutely terrifying. So I finally got beat into submission. And mind you, in and out of jail, right? Like DUIs, falsification, theft, escape.
So you're a shit show.
Yeah, bro.
You're not well, and you're going to get locked up. You are now, like the kid in 6th grade. You are now sequestered. You're off to the side. You're not normal.
Right. It's affirmed everything that I believed.
Yeah.
So I went back to my final treatment center, my 5th one, and I just said, "Tell me what to do."
I give up.
I surrender. I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
And do you think that was some sort of a miraculous, spiritual, religious thing, or do you not really try to define it other than just you surrendered?
I think it was both. I think it was both. I think I came to a place where it's like I'm spinning so bad that even if I'm sober, it wouldn't be worse.
Yeah.
And I did pray, and I did, look at my cross on my neck, and I do remember it going back and forth and me shivering and being hot and cold and all these different things. And I believe in the universe, I do. And
how do you believe in the universe?
I believe for me, it's like, who are you when no one's looking?
Yeah.
And do you have integrity, and are you honest, and are you doing the next right thing?
Yeah.
And if I can check all those boxes, I feel like the universe takes care of me. Not in this way of here's a new car, here's a new da-da-da-da. But if I do my dailies and I stay true to myself, that true to self is then
will prevail.
Yeah.
Well,
I believe that.
Yeah. I'm 65 and, I've been doing recovery for 40 years. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know how else you do it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. It's like you can't, it's the emotional cheating. You can't do any of it. When you're out of integrity, if I get out of integrity too many times, I'm going to put a bottle in my mouth.
Yeah.
I start like hitting on somebody, or I start, because I love my wife very much, and it's like, or I start lying about like how long I was at work, or
micro lies.
Yeah, they add up.
Yeah, I know. When it's so interesting how I catch myself in little, like hiding things that I don't need to hide.
Right.
Just like, I don't want to.
Right.
It's like some, I don't know. It's got like I get off on it in a weird way, and then I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing there other than just like gaming the system.
Yeah.
Somehow. And I don't know how this. So let me ask you, what was your early stages of recovery? What were your steps in getting what'd you do? Okay, now I'm surrendered. I step out of rehab. What is the like, do you start going to AA meetings?
Yeah, start going to meetings.
A lot?
Yeah, 3 or 4 a week.
Okay.
I go into the rooms. I get a sponsor. I work with a sponsor. I do the steps twice.
Okay.
Movement is something that's super important to me.
Me too. That was a big thing that got us kind of
Yeah.
on the same groove, running into each other at the gym.
Yeah, movement.
We're great because we're both addicts, so we would see each other at the gym, and he would have he had his 39 minutes or whatever you had allocated to working out, and I had my hour and 2 in clean.
Yep.
So there's this kind of understanding, like, dude,
I'm in it.
Listen,
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes.
But
But I'm swimming and you're steaming, and it is what it is. Like, I'll talk to you later. Yeah,
exactly. Peace out.
Yep.
So what as we progress into recovery, I know that you spent a lot of time with the recovering community.
Yeah.
What did you do within the recovering community? It was in Utah.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So when I was about a year sober, I put the 4 things in my sobriety that were most impactful and meaningful. Movement, nutrition. So what I ate. If I'm drinking a bunch of Rock Stars, I'm going to come down. I'm going to crash. It's not good.
Yep.
So relationship with food, creative arts. So that's why the studio is so cool to me. We had a recording studio and all these other things.
Yeah.
And then service. I would go to the food bank no matter what every Thursday.
Really?
And I would give back. So those 4 things I found to be super helpful. And what those 4 things did was connect me with people.
Yeah.
And they say the opposite of addiction is connection. So I got this crazy idea, and I put a Facebook post out, and I started with a boom box in a Sugar House Park. And I said, come work out with me, and we'll talk about recovery afterwards. And I had 3 people show up. And I was like, well, at least I got to work out, and at least I got to do something for my recovery.
3's better than 0.
3's better than 0. Then I had 7. Then I had 0. Then I was like, oh, there's that 0. Yeah, I might just, but something in my brain was like, just, you still worked out. Who cares? You got it. So then there was 50. Then there was 10. Then there was 75. And then I started a run group at USARA, and we'd run around State Street, and then we'd talk about recovery. So I used the fitness as a lubricant to connect people and also break down walls. And then it got cold, and I did a Kickstarter and raised about $35,000-$40,000
for this exercise recovery.
Yep.
Community.
Yep.
501c3, whatever it may be.
Exactly. Exactly. And we called it Fit to Recover. And we moved into 5,500 square feet.
Wow.
And
not with $35,000. Was that enough to get you into it?
Dude, Salt Lake it was industrial. It was our rent was $3,100.
Okay.
Yeah. So the heating bill was another story, but so we keep moving along. We keep cooking. The programs continue to expand. We have a band. We have fitness classes. We work with the treatment centers.
Over how much time is this?
This is in all, or
in all. I mean, I know you moved here, so
13 years.
13 years.
And every Saturday I showed up to teach that class.
Really? What was the stated mission? Or it's 5,500 square feet. So it's sitting there empty all week?
No, you're running classes all day. You're running classes all day. And the mission statement was a safe place to connect through fitness, nutrition, creative arts, and service. 2 main pieces are safety and connection. Because when someone feels safe, they can connect. When they don't feel safe, they can't connect. They shut down. And we'd run meetings. So we'd have, I think, 2 or 3 meetings a week there. And as this evolved, it evolved into 11,000 square feet, a full music studio, a full learning kitchen, 2 gyms, an arcade, and a service pillar that would go out and help the VOA in different places of that nature.
Wow.
So
congratulations, by the way. I mean, I've heard that before, but that's impressive.
It was cool.
That is I think sometimes folks like us, you can't internalize a compliment.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
You
Thank
know,
you.
but so let me,
Thank you.
say that's impressive. And I think that personality style is what kind of made us get
Yeah.
us drawn to one another.
Yeah.
So now I know you were then forced to move to Seattle, which must have been a huge punch in the gut.
Not forced.
No, forced. Okay, yeah. Well, it's a little bit.
So my wife, she travels. You traveled a lot in
Yeah.
your work. And every time she'd come home, she'd be like, "I'm anxious about the next time I have to travel." And I'm like, "Well, that's great, but like my life's work is right here, and we have
Yeah.
community, and it's not too expensive, and da 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 da." And then she'd come home, and then she'd travel again, so 3 or 4 times a month. And the last time she's like, "Ian, I can't keep traveling like this. It's too much." And I'm like, "Well, I got this thing." So I went to my therapist, and I talked to him, and he said, "You need to ask her what she needs." So that night, I went home and I said, "Babe, what do you want to do?" She said, "Move to Seattle." And I just said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." So we started the transition. And I found another executive director. Had a big goodbye party, and after 13 years, I left, and like that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life.
That's when I met you. You were pretty.
Oh,
you were
saw
pretty.
it. Yeah.
You were
Not well.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't.
Well, I mean, you're better than you thought you were.
Sure.
But I knew from interacting with people and myself experiencing it that you're just in a fog.
I was.
You're just in a fog, and emotionally you were rattled, big time, all rattled up. And
Well, another big thing about recovery is finding purpose. Purpose is a huge piece of this puzzle.
yeah,
And I had it. And, it was never about me. And when I left, I didn't want to go back and try and take something back, because the way I grew up, and again, my parents were great parents, but they always fixed things. They always came back and said, "This is how you should do it." So I wanted to give somebody the autonomy to really succeed or fail.
yeah.
So I've really tried to stay out of it. They're doing a Giving Tuesday right now, and they've raised about $195K.
Wait, you're saying they're doing a Giving Tuesday. Circle back here. This is now, you've come out here. You and I have met.
Yep.
I remember you kind of, trying to put something together like you had out there,
Yeah.
but eventually you said, "No, I'm going to get involved in what community you're involved in now?"
Recovery Cafe.
Okay, Recovery Cafe, and that is now it's Giving Tuesday. Is that what you're referencing?
No, Giving Tuesday is the biggest fundraiser for Fit to Recover. So I'm trying
okay.
to plug
My
that.
apologies.
Yeah,
Okay, I had it.
But I guess what I'm saying is it's still doing great. And that's really cool for me to be able to cheer them on.
Okay.
So yeah, that happened. And what happens with me is, like, I wanted people to know that, like, "Oh, look at what I've done." Like, it's pride and ego.
Sure.
And people don't care. People just don't care. So, like, I would explain this to everybody, and I got to a point where I'm like, why am I, like, just be a human being and just shut up, sit on your hands. And there was a shift there. And, therapy is every day. Not every day. It's once a week, and that's really helped me. I have therapy right after this. So
Okay. You're going to need it.
yeah, I know. And then Recovery Cafe is a brilliant, beautiful model. But
Recovery Cafe, what is Recovery Cafe?
So it's a place where people connect through food.
Okay.
Right? You need a medium to connect, and their medium is food. And it's good food, and it's a lot of people that are unsheltered and dealing with emotional hardship and mental disorders.
And addiction.
Yeah, and recovery. So I get to be a worker now, which there's something really freeing about that, actually, because I clock in and I clock out.
Yep.
I would think about my business 24 hours a day, and it would.
No, I know the feeling.
I know you
the
do.
feeling very well.
I know you do. And it would affect everything. So now I have this space to really focus on myself.
Yeah.
So, like, it's been the most beautiful transition after getting through it, not picking up, Because there were plenty of times I could go get high right now. No one would know.
Well, who's going to know?
You know?
They catch up with you
except me.
eventually. Yeah.
Except me.
Well, that's the problem.
And now I have a beautiful son. Like, I can't do that. So it's like, all right, what are you going to do instead? And in the Recovery Cafe, it's just staying in my lane and doing what's asked. And as we were talking about off air, like there's a discipline to that too.
Sure.
So I'm really trying to lean into that and just be the best that I can.
What's the other organization you're involved in relative to recovery?
Recovery Beyond.
Recovery Beyond.
Yeah, so I'm a board member there, and they're about outdoor activities and connection.
Yeah.
Great place.
Yep.
Just went to their Friendsgiving, and
Yeah.
it was special. And
I'm going to again, we say it's a Recovery Beyond, and I've been to Recovery Cafe. Been down there and met the guy.
Yeah.
And based on your reference, I'm going to be going down and watching their new film.
Yeah.
Which is
Walking on Ice.
Walking on Ice.
Yeah.
And so that's through Recovery Beyond, which again is tied into outdoor activities.
Yep.
And so I think one of the things I think is important for people to realize is how many organizations and associations are out there trying to help people get clean.
Yeah.
In addition to AA, in addition to rehabs, and in addition to making a friend,
Right.
You and I.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't just walk into something like a recovery or an AA meeting and just everybody jumps on you and wants to kiss you and hug you.
Right.
You have to work some at it. And that's reality.
Well, you
That's
remember
life.
the first time we met?
Yeah, when I was doing my Thursday meeting.
Yeah, and I was on my phone, and
Yeah.
you called me out in front of everybody, and I'm like, sweet. Fucking guy. Like, I'm already scared as shit of this.
And I'm like, hey.
But then you said, give me a call after the meeting, and I said, all right, I will. And I've done that. We still go to breakfast, and we still,
it's
so
great. That's why you're here.
that was special.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. Our time is closing out here, and I guess my question: what advice do you give somebody who's caught in the morass of addiction?
Don't feel shame. Don't feel shame. That was the biggest thing that kept me from asking for help, is I felt like I was a complete failure.
Yeah.
So be kind to yourself and reach out. And just know that it gets better.
Yeah, it will get better.
And that it's possible.
Hard but possible.
Hard but possible. Yeah. It has to be a priority.
Top line.
Yeah. But I say let go of the shame, because I think shame affects a lot of people.
Yeah. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. Well, listen, Ian, I want to thank you. And before we go, I just wanted to see what the weather's like out here.
We need this.
Make sure that up here in the North Pole, as we're doing our work, let's just hear.
North Pole weatherman Blizzard Bob reporting live from the front steps of Santa's workshop. We are predicting over 100 inches of snow, and we are currently showing level 5 hot cocoa and marshmallows.
Looks like I'm not going anywhere.
Please be sure
bundle
your
up
kitchen
here.
is well stocked with marshmallows.
It's chilly out there. Woo!
Keep the coffee coming, man. We're good.
With that, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
You too, buddy.
And thank you so much for coming out, man.
I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
Later. Thank you for listening to The Mark Halley Show. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, give us a like, share the episode, and subscribe at The Mark Halley Show. New episodes every other Friday. Adios.